Hallucination. This is when you see, hear, smell or feel things that aren't really there.
Now, me and Sam used to experience this a lot as a kid, and I mean a lot.
Now, it started off quite mild when I was about 8 or 9 years old, such as my vision being a bit blurred, seeing things further away than they actually are, or touching things and they feel soft to the touch. But then over time, it got worse and worse. Now, it even got so bad at one point, there was a genuine time where I actually believed there was a bomb strapped to my chest in the middle of the night. I'm being serious.
I think the worst one I can remember having, I remember waking up at maybe 2 or 3 a.m. in the morning. Bear in mind I had school that next day, and I just looked out of my bed and I just saw loads of like fake killer bees, but they weren't flying. They weren't even flying, they were just like on the floor crawling around, ready to kill me. Let's just say it was pretty traumatic.
How we went from a bomb strapped to my chest to bumblebees. But then for some reason, when we got to about 11, 12 years old, I've never had it since.
It got me thinking, we're going to try and bring it back from the dead.
And by the end of this video, one of us is going to hallucinate, we're determined.
But what actually causes hallucinations? So I searched it up on ChatGPT, and the main 3 include these: sleep deprivation, high fever and being ill, and sensory deprivation.
But also, I remember as a kid, if I drank a glass of water, it would instantly go away. So that must mean that dehydration and temperature are also huge factors, at least for us.
And to be honest, we've just come back from Portugal, and I've definitely got a fever. I mean, I'm coughing up phlegm every 10 seconds, not to be disgusting.
Don't try this at home. Right, it's night 1 and it's currently 11 PM. I've not drunk any water for hours. I've made sure to turn my fan off and I've made sure to put my phone away. To be honest, I don't think much is going to happen tonight. Probably just end up falling asleep.
Alright, so I'm sticking to the same things as Sam. Let's just see how it goes. Okay, so unfortunately night 1 went as expected. I did not hallucinate, but I definitely feel a bit more sleep deprived now. I mean, I didn't get the best night's sleep, a few hours at most. Yeah, hopefully night 2 is a bit better. Sam, did you?
I think the most difficult part about it is the dehydration. I've literally not drunk any water since midday yesterday.
Of course we're gonna have to drink a little bit so we don't die, but
nothing weird happened, but I did have some crazy dreams last night.
I definitely noticed being in the dark for that long. It does set off something in your brain. It makes you a bit scared or anxious.
Do you know what it is? It's the silence. The silence is what does you in. Let's continue, because I've got a fun idea for tonight to make it a lot worse. Right, it's been a long day today. I've had a lot of screen time. I've done a lot of editing and other stuff. Just to top it off, I'm going to be watching a horror film now. It's 8 PM, just to get my mind in that mindset of being a bit scared, and I want to increase my anxiety. I basically just want to make myself overthink as much as possible. I've just watched The Nun 2, and to be honest, it was alright. It didn't scare me that much, but I am low-key scared to walk down the corridor in my house on my own. You know, as a kid when you used to run up the stairs and turn the light on as quick as possible? That's low-key what I'm feeling right now. I'm literally dead tired though. Like, I was trying not to fall asleep watching the film as well.
Alright, it's been a long day today. I'm absolutely shattered. Sam's downstairs watching a horror film. He's trying to give himself anxiety or something. To be honest, I can't be bothered to watch it with him, so I think I'd generally fall asleep. I don't know if you can hear, but my voice is a bit cooked. Basically gonna play some video games and try not to fall asleep, but also try and frazzle my brain because I think that's gonna help. I feel cooked. I lost the Xbox. I feel so tired. I feel like I need a Monster Energy drink, but I don't think that'll help. Let's turn these lights off. Let's not drink water, and let's see how I do tonight.
Right, it's night 2 and it turns out we've been making some big mistakes. I've done some Googling and it turns out there's something called the Ganzfeld effect. It's a sensory deprivation technique that forces the brain to amplify its own internal neural noise. I don't really know what that means. Basically what happens, your body isn't sensing anything, so it attempts to turn up the volume of your senses. Supposedly within 10 to 30 minutes, your brain will start creating its own imaginary hallucinations. This is serious. Things are starting to get promising. Let's get to work. Right, it's currently midnight. I've got my headphones on. I'm staring at my blank ceiling with my one light source. My ceiling's even got these weird patterns on it. Joe's literally doing the same thing as me tonight as well. I think the hardest thing tonight is going to be not falling asleep. Right, it's the next day, and last night was kind of crazy. First of all, this weird technique that we found actually kind of works. Much better results than the first night. Literally, I felt myself on the verge. I remember being 10 years old and getting that panic inside your brain. I started to get there last night, almost like a panic attack. The ceiling in my room actually has patterns on it, and I'm not joking, they were moving. Not even like a little bit, like they were moving. We're gonna replicate the exact tactics of last night now that we've practiced it.
I think we're gonna make it a little bit darker as well. No killer bees or anything like that just yet.
If nothing happens tonight, then I give up. Me and Joe were locked in, headphones on, the lighting was set perfectly, and the house was completely silent.
After about 5 to 10 minutes, this is where your mind starts to play tricks on you. The walls start closing in or going away from you. You start seeing shapes. You feel like you're moving, but you're laying still. But nothing dramatic just yet.
The best way I can describe it is like when you're looking up at the stars and you can't tell if they're moving or not.
I've never done drugs or got high, but I can probably imagine that is what it feels like.
20 minutes in, I started to hear things. Now, I've never heard anything before when hallucinating. It's always just been a visual thing or a mental thing. Because I had these noise-cancelling headphones on. This is going to sound stupid, but this is what it sounded like. It sounded like someone was hoovering in a room, like 2 rooms down from me. And that went on for about 2-3 minutes. But I knew it was all in my mind. And then I do this thing where I sleep normally, where I have like a fake conversation with myself. And I speak out loud, like whispering to myself. But I do this when I'm falling asleep anyway.
He did used to do that, to be fair.
I almost started to feel like I was dreaming, but I was still aware of the challenge that we was doing. I'm not joking, I was literally starting to get panicky. I was having a whole fake conversation in my mind, but it felt real. And I was getting all hot and sweaty. I remember going like this to my face, but my face literally felt like jelly. This is what my hallucinations would normally be like as a kid.
For me, nothing really happened. So, in conclusion, unfortunately, no scary killer bees for me, or anything really, but for Sam.
Can you force yourself to hallucinate? Yes, I think you can. I think there's more extremes that you could take this to. However, I really wouldn't recommend doing it. Make sure you subscribe and we'll catch you in the next one.